Okay, hello everyone. We are back with the Wednesday edition of Live Dogs. I'm your host, Nick Mazone. Um, let's get straight into the recap from yesterday. We had a really good day. Actually ended up positive 3.2 units, so one of the better days that we have had. Our two losses, excuse me. Our two losses were the Pirates versus the Reds and the Royals versus the Tigers. I will say in the Royals game, I did think Danny Duffy was on the mound. He did not end up pitching, but we're still going to count that as a loss for me because Royals didn't score a single run, so obviously can't win a game like that regardless of who's pitching for you. But we did pick up three winning bets last night. We hit the Phillies plus 110 versus the Mets. The Rockies at plus 145 versus the A's. And then obviously we hit the big one, the Nuggets plus 265 in Game 7 versus the Clippers. I was saying it for a long time that I didn't think the Clippers were that good of a team. And all I would hear everywhere on all the sports talk shows is that they're the best, they're going to win it, just give it to them. But it's still the Clippers, and they can't make it to a Western Conference final. So that was obviously a nice one to hit at plus 265. Also, at the end of the show, I did say I would look into the Heat at plus 105, plus 110. And obviously they ended up winning too. I'm not counting that on the record because I didn't actually put it as one of my picks. I just kind of recommended it. But either way, it was a good day regardless of what happened. So I have no reason to complain. Before we get into the picks for today, I will say now that there are not many picks. Obviously, no NBA today, and I didn't really like the MLB slate. I thought lines were pretty good. Just didn't see a lot of value in many underdogs, so I had to get a little creative. I'm giving you guys a little something, but first we'll go straight into the Red Sox at plus 130 versus the Marlins. Mike Kickham's on the mound for the Red Sox. He's 1-0 with a 5 ERA, 1.56 WHIP, and he will be going up against Trevor Rogers, who is 1-1 with a 6.5 ERA and 1.5 WHIP. So first things first, these pitchers have only thrown, Kickham's thrown 9 innings and Rogers has thrown 18. So it's a pretty small sample size, but neither one's been too good. They're two lefties. Kickham, this is his 4th start and only has 9 innings pitched, so he's a guy that probably won't go too deep into the game. They'll rely more on the bullpen, while Rogers can go 5-6 innings, but also very easy to see him getting out of the game early. So we'll go into the trends in the bullpen, where they're probably 2 of the worst in the league. You can see this is over the last 2 weeks. The Red Sox ranked 29th in ERA, 28th in batting average against, and 30th last in WHIP, while the Marlins, not much better, 26th in ERA, 25th in batting average against, and 26th in WHIP. So, right now it's 2 bad starting pitchers and 2 of the worst bullpens in the MLB. I will say that the Red Sox will probably be relying more on their bullpen, like I said, because Kickham hasn't gone into the 4th and 5th innings very often. But yeah, they're 2 of the worst in the league. And at the plate, weirdly enough, these 2 teams have been 2 of the best in the last 2 weeks. Red Sox are 5th in batting average, 6th in on-base percentage, and 5th in slugging, which is obviously pretty good. And the Marlins, while still good, just a little bit behind them, 8th in batting average, 9th in on-base percentage, and 10th in slugging. But like I said, this is a lefty versus lefty matchup. And the Red Sox do rank 5th in batting average this year against left-handed pitchers, while the Marlins are down middle of the pack, I believe 16th. Let me just make sure real quick. 12th. They're 12th in batting average against lefties this year. So I don't know. This is just a personal belief here that I think that the Red Sox bullpen. I know it looks bad. They rank last. So they're down towards the bottom. They're bottom 3 in all the major ones. But it's just a feeling thing for me. If you don't want to tail this one, I completely understand it. But this is probably the one underdog that I like the best today. at plus 130. You're getting a relative starting pitching advantage, maybe a slight advantage in batting with the slight disadvantage in bullpen. So I'll take a flyer at plus 130. Like I said, the card for MLB is not too good, so that was the best play in my mind. So I mean, like I've been saying, the card I did not like at all. So we're gonna actually stray from the MLB, and with no NBA, I'm gonna give out my first pick for this weekend of football, where I think this is an absolute steal of a line. The Vikings are 3-point dogs against the Colts. You can get them on the money line at plus 140, and I mean, I absolutely love it. You got to think about what happened last week. The Vikings lost to the Vikings lost to the Packers, excuse me, where Rodgers was just having one of his days. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. He's going to have days where he's just tearing apart a defense, and that's what happened. Regardless, the Vikings still did put up 34 points, and I like their offense. They have Kirk Cousins, who, say what you want in big games, but he's a good regular season quarterback. Still have Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and I'm still a fan of the defense, even though they allowed 40-plus to Rodgers, but I'll just keep saying it. Rodgers just had a day where he was the best on the field, and that's going to happen sometimes. So I don't think it's more. I think you can credit it more to Rodgers than you can discredit the Vikings defense. So I mean, I still think the Vikings are a really good team. But on the other side, the Colts, I don't really get why they're the favorite in this game. They lost last week to an actively tanking Jaguars team. They cut Fournette. They started the first undrafted rookie to start in week 1 in the NFL in over 30 years, and the Colts couldn't beat this team. They let Gardner Minshew go 19 for 20 throwing the ball. And while I do see the vision with Gardner Minshew, obviously Kirk Cousins is better right now. And Colts also just lost Marlon Mack, and I think Nyheim Hines' performance was more of an anomaly. And so I think Jonathan Taylor will be their running back, obviously. But, I mean, he's 2 games into his NFL career. I don't know how much you can rely on him. And I am a Phillip Rivers guy, don't get me wrong, but I just don't see why they're favorite here. Last week, I mean, you lose to the Jaguars in a pretty bad performance. I mean, I don't know. That's just not a team that I can get behind right now. And meanwhile, the Vikings had a pretty good day against the Packers. So the Packers actually have a very good defense this year. So Vikings plus 140, by far my favorite bet of the NFL weekend. So I figured I'd give that out with the pretty bad MLB slate. And so the one lean that I have is the A's versus the Rockies. I know we hit on the Rockies last night. As they were plus 145, but I'm going with the other side today, going with the A's at even money. So, yeah, I mean, I only have 3 picks today, and I would give out more, but I'd be doing a disservice to you guys if I just gave out random picks just to give them out. This is really the first day in a long time, maybe since the show started, that I struggled to find underdogs that I liked. But, I mean, here we are. I gave out two MLB picks and an NFL pick. So hopefully tomorrow provides some more intriguing lines. I mean, we're having a good week so far through 2 days. We're almost up 4 units, 3.7 units. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not just going to give out picks just to give them out. So, yeah, so the picks for today, final recap, are the Red Sox plus 130 versus the Marlins, the A's at even money, and obviously that Vikings at plus 140 in the weekend. We'll see how that one goes. So hate to really cut it short, but I don't really have too much more to say. If you guys have found some underdogs that you like, by all means, go for it. But yeah, I mean, that's all I got for you guys. So good luck with your picks, as always. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 11 a.m. You can find me here. Hopefully with some more picks for you guys, because I want to make you guys money. So only giving out 2 picks hurts a little bit, but we're having a good week, so I don't feel too bad about it. So yeah, hopefully I see you guys tomorrow, and good luck with everything.